Hi guys, welcome to the App Life podcast with Kwan and Simon.
Hi guys, I'm Kwan.
And I'm Simon.
Today we would like to introduce ourselves and about our business, how we started and where we are right now. My name is Kwan from Thailand, 34 years old. We are both living right now in Thailand. Simon?
Yep. Yeah, and I'm from Germany, and we met. When did we meet? 11 years ago, in Germany, and we worked together in IT in Germany, and then we quit our jobs and came to Thailand to start our app business.
Yeah, and we are married, and we have right now a little girl, 6 months old, named Lila. So it's a bit different with a kid when doing business than without a kid, of course. Anyway, let's start about our business. So our app business started with an app called Simply Learn Thai. Can you tell more about the app?
Yeah, so I think because we studied masters together, and during that time, Kwan had the idea of, or saw that there are not really good Learn Thai apps out there to learn the language of Thai, and then she wanted to create an app to actually learn it, and then she tried to convince me to actually do the coding, because I really was into coding Android back then. And I was a little bit interested in creating an app, but not really in that project, because I thought it's not rocket science to create. It's not something really new to create a Learn Thai. So I was skeptical, but in the end we just started, and then and then we just start to create the app, and Kwan did the recording because she's from Thailand, obviously, and then so she could do the recording. So what we want to do was a phrase book, like for tourists, so that you just have a few categories, and then you can just pick how are you, and then the app will tell you, okay, the what it means in Thai, and native recording in Thai. So that was a pretty simple idea, and then we started that. And then I think the project went. We did a break for 1 year or something, and then when we started working, we started again, and then finally we actually launched it next to our day jobs.
I think many people may face similar situation like us. So like you are working at a companies or big companies, and you have your comfortable life, have money every month, and your plan, like you have a normal plan. But then at some point of time, you or the others may think, okay, I want something different, I want something new, and I want to do some business. And as Simon said, because we have IT background, and the first thing that we can do or we want to do is something with mobile app, because it is trending, and as you know, mobile app market is growing pretty good. And so we decided to do the mobile app. And what can we do? So we just think about something that we don't need a lot of investment, because if you need to do something very special or unique, it may cost a lot of time and a lot of money to invest in, and it may take a lot of time to finish it. So that's why we do the Thai app, because quite easy, and recording, I just invest my time and my knowledge in it. So it's quite for us, it's quite perfect to start off. And once we started the app again, so we finished it maybe after 6 or 7 months, and we launched the Thai app sometime in February
Of the year 2015, I think. So long ago, 5 years ago.
2015. and it was going quite.
Yeah, it was quite well, and it was totally free. So we did about probably we did some Facebook promotion, just like in Facebook groups, posting stuff, posting like, okay, are you guys interested in downloading this app? And so we made, I think one weekend, the first weekend was like 100 downloads in that day, and then the next day was maybe 150 because. Basically just because of this Facebook that we posted on Facebook groups, but also the app was totally free, so we didn't get any revenue from it. But we were pretty happy with the downloads and some feedback we got from that, and then after 3 or 4 months, we launched another feature on more phrases, and I think we also launched the German translation. So first we did it in English, for English speakers to learn Thai, and then we did it for German speakers to learn Thai because I'm from Germany, and I did the translation. And then after a few months.
Yeah, actually, that was a good point to pick it up, and maybe we talk it more later in other episodes about localization.
Yeah.
And one thing that for people or for you to launch the app, the most important things is to get as fast as possible feedback from the users, because they are the one who use the app. So you need to know what are their needs, and one of the feedback is, I want the app in German. So that's why we do in German, and it was quite it was great, and the app download
went really up just because of that.
Yeah.
So I'm a bit of a perfectionist, and then I didn't initially want to launch the app because it was really ugly in the beginning, because we are both not designers, and
I designed the app.
And I think you designed it in the
PowerPoint,
in PowerPoint as crazy. It was really ugly, and so I was really thought, okay, we actually spent so much time now into the app. Should we really just launch it? It's not nice, and it's also, we don't have really a launch plan. I read a lot of blog posts and stuff that you need a launch plan, and you need to maybe like a publisher or anything. So I always thought, okay, we are not ready yet. But then Kwan is a bit different, so she just said, okay, let's just do it now. Let's just put it out and see what happens. And that was definitely the right idea in retrospective, because it doesn't really matter if you just launch the app. You don't have to be afraid about launching the app and you don't get downloads, because you can always drive downloads later on. So it's not really like, oh yeah, you have to get perfect on the day one. Just launch the app first, make it as good as possible, but not perfect, and then you will get a lot of feedback, maybe some unexpected stuff as well. So some of the feedbacks you thought were great, maybe the people don't want even. So yeah, that's really good. That we also, I think that was a good strategy that we just. It wasn't even a big strategy. It was just like, okay, let's just put the ad out there and promote it on Facebook groups, and we got really a lot of genuine feedback from friends and from users. And then what was that, Thai exhibition? Oh my god, yeah, we also went to
promote the app. So this is also very interesting, how to do app promotion, which we will cover in other episodes. But for the starting of our app, what we did are Facebook group posting, Facebook ads that we run and went really bad, and Thai exhibition in Germany. It was a Thai fest. Thai food market.
Yeah, like a party, yeah.
Yeah, and then we just went there, print out our brochure, which I also designed, and with the link to the app, and just post and we gave it to people on the market. Do you want to download our app, and so on. So
was that even effective? Do you remember?
I thought we print out maybe 100. We gave it all, but it was not like, it was like. People don't really interested in that, because I think it's not maybe really a right target group, because they are going there to have fun and to eat Thai food. They don't maybe want to
learn the language.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, but it was very interesting to meet some the real person, and there were some person who wants also to learn Thai and then get some feedback from real person. Yeah, it was a great experience, I would say.
Yeah, and then what we did next was once we launched it, as I said, it was free, and then 3 or 4 months later, we went into the purchase model. So we, in June 2015, we offered our first in-app purchases, and then we made, in the first day, we made like 5 sales or something, or maybe 3. But it was like, I was really astonished, like, oh man, you can really make money online. So that was like a moment, like, okay, 15 euros or something. At the first day, and I thought, okay, if that goes every day like that, then it's quite nice for the start.
Do you remember the moment that we get a
yeah. Do you remember it? I remember it. It was in a restaurant in Frankfurt, and in a burger restaurant or something, and then and then we saw that. Oh my god, I was really shocked. And then that moment, I think directly in that moment, I thought, okay, I wanna quit the job. I wanna quit the job. Even though it's not nearly enough to live on, but it's just, I thought, okay, we can make this happen. We can make this work. And then from that moment on, that was really motivating for me, at least, because I just saw, okay, there's a way to make this happen, right? And then I really started to listen to a lot of podcasts, listen and read a lot about app stuff, app marketing, app development, and
and now we are doing one to sharing our experience.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, long time. It took a long time for us to do it, but yeah.
That's why I think after we quit the job.
Oh yeah, wait. So I think one other motivation that we had is that we had the plan to scale to 50 languages, right?
That's
because right, actually after the first day, 15 euro, and then I think it sank down to maybe 1 or 2 sales a day, and then so of course that would be maybe like 200, 300 euro a month. So that is not enough. But then we thought, okay, we can make this happen for Thai, and it's pretty easy to make it for other languages like German, Chinese, Spanish, whatever. And then we thought, okay, it's easy. Like we make $300 for 300 euros for one app, and then times 50, that's quite a big deal, right?
Yeah.
Of course, it didn't happen like that immediately, but that was so we had a plan, right?
Yeah, and there is our motivation then to go to that level.
Yep.
All right, and then we quit the job, and then in December 2015 we married in Germany, and then we decided to come to Chiang Mai, Thailand, because it's the hub of online workers, like digital nomads, and
and in terms of the app, already still in Germany, we started hiring our first native speakers, and there's just a bunch of friends. Like I remember we knew a Chinese girl who just did the whole. We just paid her a bit, maybe she did it even free. I'm not sure, but she did the translation and she did the recording of all the phrases, like 1,000 phrases. So it takes quite a while. And then next was a Spanish student living in Germany. We just hired her, gave her 100 euro, and then bam, she did it. And and then so on, and we just started more and more languages.
So then we came to Thailand in Chiang Mai. We started in more languages, and I think the fourth language was like Japanese, and and then the next language Korean, and there we saw repetitive task, the same task happen ever and ever again, and then we decided to optimize some of these tasks, and so optimize with technology.
So what task was that?
For me, especially because there are translation involved, sounds recording and sound editing. So these are mostly my tasks, and then they happen again and again with different languages. So for example, with the editing of the recording, we did some automation of how to sound file and stuff, but still is not enough with technology.
So how do we do it with the with Audacity, right?
Yeah, we record with Audacity, and then we need
the
to
script.
Yeah, do some script to automatic find some sounds, and then we started to look for some help or assistant local, and we also find some local assistants and who first come to record for us translation, but then later on they also helping us in recording in sound editing and hiring people online, because in the beginning we want to hire someone local, but then later on it's getting harder to find like smaller languages like I don't know,
Mongolian, Burmese, so
these kind of languages. So we started hiring online, mostly on Fiverr and Upwork.
So we basically started, as Kwan said, with the biggest languages, like learn English, quite easy to find. Learn Vietnamese. There are a lot of Vietnamese in Thailand, where we just posted a job posting on Facebook and asked like, okay, guys, please, we give you that amount of money, and then we just come to we had a microphone and then just come to our place and we just do the recording, and that was fine in the beginning, but then it just takes a lot of time, and also it's hard to find actually places that are as quiet enough for actually do the recording. So it was really, we had to go. I remember we went to some place in a university where
to a recording room.
You knew we had some connections, so we had a recording room for free, I think, because we knew some student who knew the professor, and then we could always go there, but then it's quite far away, and then we have to always go there and stuff. So in the end, online was definitely better, but through hiring because we came to Chiang Mai and didn't really know anyone, but through hiring all these people, we actually got to know these people and their friends, because they were mostly students. They were all quite young, and then one of them we actually hired, and she's still working for us 5 years later or 4 years later, and she's really great. So she's a Vietnamese girl, and she did the recording, and then later on we hired her for the helping us with the process with recording, with the sound cutting, and hiring. As you said, hiring people online, and then the online hiring was really a turning point, because it's so much faster. It's a bit more expensive, I think, in general, but than local. But it's just like bam, you can just have a process. And you can hire someone who actually does the hiring online. So you don't even have to do it yourself.
And at that point, I mean, of course, we didn't earn a lot of money, but we earned enough to hire people to help us. And then, so after we hire, before we hire people, of course, we need to have processes, because without a process, the business cannot go on. You cannot go big. So we do project management in Trello. We still on Trello, actually. It's great. We went shortly to Jira, but because of some limitations, so we came back to Trello, and it's a great project management tool. It has almost everything you want.
We like that, and it's quite flexible as well. So as Kwan said, we were able to hire people. But then we also live in Chiang Mai pretty cheap, right? So say you make, 2,000, if you make 2,000 euro a month in revenue, then you can just live in Germany or in the US or whatever. You can live there for two people, may barely make a living. But then if you live in Chiang Mai, it's different, right? You have a good living. If you live in Thailand, for example, or in another cheap country, right? So you can make a good living, and you can pay people, because obviously the costs for people are much lower. So that's one of the things to think about if you start this kind of business, to just go in a cheaper country, have a great life for the fraction of the cost, and hire people that are also working very well for a fraction of the cost, because we wouldn't probably be able to do it as fast in Germany, right?
Yeah, and we paid actually quite good.
Yeah, for
compared
sure.
To other Thai company. Yeah, let's go on. Let's go on to the programming.
Okay.
Because you were actually the first. The first and the only one person to do code. And then we start first with Android, and later on with iOS. And there were some problem. I saw you have had many time headaches.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I started first with the Android with Java native app, because I already knew it from my old job, from my day job. And then, we needed the app also for iOS. So I learned Swift and also did the iOS app. But then, I saw it's just a lot of work, of course, for one person, because we have 50. Yeah, by that time, I think we already had 40 or 50 languages. And then you had to do like do the build and everything for 50 different locales. So that was quite a headache, as Glenn said. And and we already had some experience with hiring people from the audio process. And then we met, actually, and by that time we worked at the university.
Yeah. Chiang Mai University
in the library because we had free water. It was still pretty on budget. So we had free water. We cheaply ate at the canteen there. So it was amazing.
The food is very good
for the price. And then and we met, and there, Kwan, I remember that there was one developer working with another guy in a coffee in the university, and then they talked about React Native, which was the technology we wanted to or I started learning for our future apps. And then they talked about that, and then Kwan, you just asked the guy what's up, and are you interested in another project? And then interesting, okay, and then the guy didn't have time, but he had a friend and he had time. And he was also amazing. Like, he was a really good programmer. And so that was the first guy we hired. And then that was so lucky that he was so good. I also knew it because I have a technical background, so I could interview him, and then I immediately knew, oh my god, that guy is amazing. So I pretty much knew that he was good. But then he was even better than I expected, and then that was just lucky that we got our first developer was so good. If he would have been really bad, maybe we would have given up on that. On hiring developers. But then that was just,
we are really lucky.
We are really lucky about that. And then by that time we wanted to make another app also for language learn. So the app we just had was the first app we made was that phrase book, right, for tourists. But then we wanted to make an app to really learn the languages, not only for phrases. And that app, so that guy helped me creating that app basically, right?
Yeah, and I was in the process of with the Thai teachers creating contents again, and then do recording, cutting, and so on. Yeah,
so that was even more than the other app. The other app had 1,000 phrases, and then the next that one was, I think, 4,000 or something. It's like insane amount of content.
Yeah. So now, and from that point on, now 4 years later, we have two companies, one in Hong Kong and one in Thailand, and we have 10 people working for us. Like 6 people are developer, 4 people are for project management and content and marketing.
Customer support,
which we I would say we have to learn everything by our own from the scratch.
Yeah, I mean, I think we have we got some good experience from working in companies, because we learned a lot from how to build a team, I think, there. Because how you handle the teamwork and the talking with the like KPIs and talking with the with the employees and stuff like that. That actually many of the things I copied from my old company.
Yeah.
But
That's
yeah.
correct. Like for example, we do Agile, we do Scrum.
Yeah.
We have like daily stand up and stuff, and code review, pair programming. So these IT related work, we are quite good.
Yeah.
Nevertheless, we are very new in customer support process,
Yeah.
in marketing, SEO, ASO,
Yeah.
which we would like to share to you too how it was for us and how did we we didn't achieve it, but we are in the process of doing it.
Yeah, and there's a lot to talk about. We also had how to create companies, how to
What's life about in living in Chiang Mai,
Yeah.
and so on. So and now, as I said, we have 10 people working for us. We have over 200 app on the store.
and millions. So we have, how many downloads do we have? Probably 10 now, 10 million downloads, and we have about 20,000 daily active users. And yeah, it just keeps growing, and it's amazing. It's just the best thing I started in my life, I think. It's definitely better than 9-to-5 job. We have a lot of fun. So let's just stop here, and
and if you have any questions or any comments, feel free to give us
a review on the store. We haven't even uploaded anything yet, but should happen soon. And then just give us a comment what we can talk about in the next episodes.
The earlier the feedback is, the better it is also for us. Thank you very much, guys, for hearing us.
Okay, see you. Peace out.
Bye.